in June, and together 2030.
Greetings. My name's Jesse Henshaw. I'm a physicist, and just doing that. I discovered a really remarkable method of studying the organization of growth systems about 35 years ago, using their own working organizational parts as units of measure, and it allows me to compare natural growth systems with our economic growth system and learn quite a lot about it. And one of the things that becomes apparent is that growth in nature is almost invariably for building the home of the active process within it. Whether it's the growth of our bodies, or the growth of a village, or the growth of a culture, or the growth of a storm. The energy that goes into building the structure creates the home for that system. And only our economy expects to never make the turn from the initial exponential growth to stabilizing growth, which would actually perfect and unify the organization of living spaces for our species. And one of the other things that I turned up in studying this odd contradiction is that if you carefully do accounting of the energy uses of businesses, it turns out that our impact measurement methods that are standard around the world count only 2 to 5% of the actual impacts on the earth of operating a business. That's because businesses are told only to count their technology uses and not to pass those that impact information up to their consumers. It's an ancient business practice never to tell someone buying your product what bad things were done. And so the supply chain does not pass on its impact information to the business, and so as a result, businesses are without 90 to 95% of the information they need to make impact decisions. And of course, that is both the business as usual and which is just seeking the maximum disruptive innovations, or sustainability, which is seeking the minimum disruptive innovations. But they're both very largely without the information they need. I have a short handout on the literature table called Impacts Uncounted, or you can find, Googling that, Impacts Uncounted and my name, Jesse Henshaw, which details it in considerable precision and has an associated set of graphs and figures and the research paper and all that stuff. Anyway, we're at a point where we need to make changes and stop making promises, and learning to count would be one of those changes that would mark a very significant step forward. We have not been counting our impacts accurately at all, and if we did, we would find out why it is we have coupling between all our most successful things and all our most tragic things, like the Green Revolution accidentally being so much more productive than community agriculture. It helped to spawn the collapse of community agriculture around the world and the flight to cities. So there are all these unexpected side effects of the wonderful money-making strategies that we do that we didn't expect, and it's because we don't know how to count our impacts.
Yeah, many thanks. I would like